Welcome to Books That Make Us Blush.
Blush, blush.
Amazing ladies. So I am your host, Bella, and we have
Kayla.
Jamie.
amazing.
First try. Look at us go.
Nailed
Amazing. I'm
it.
very proud of you guys. So we are here to discuss a book.
That made us blush.
It did a bit.
Oh my god, I just blanked. What was the name of it?
Well, believe it or
You
not,
mean the
Oh yeah,
ashes of the star? Nope, the ashes. Nope, and the Starcast King. I can't read. I looked at too many words today.
It's okay. It's okay.
The ash.
You mean-
the ash cursed?
The ash. Are you talking about the ashes and the Starcast King?
Ooh la la.
You got it.
Yes.
First try as well, totally.
I don't know where to go now. My brain
Maybe
just
just
went-
restart. Let's just restart.
Well, we got the intro down. We just, we're talking about the book. We talked about the book.
We're talking about the book. Beautiful. We have acknowledged which book we are reading. Thank you, Jamie. And now Kayla is going to do the synopsis of what book we have been reading.
So, in the wake of Kajari, everything Oriah once thought to be true has been destroyed. A prison in her own kingdom, grieving the only family she has ever had and reeling from a gutting betrayal. She no longer even knows the truth of her own blood. She's left only with one certainty. She cannot trust anyone, least of all Rain. The House of Night 2 is surrounded by enemies. Rain's own nobles are none too eager to accept a turned king, especially one who was once a slave. And now the House of Blood digs their claws into the kingdom, threatening to tear it apart from the inside. When Rain offers Oriah a secret alliance, taking the deal is her only chance at reclaiming her kingdom and gaining vengeance against the lover who betrayed her. But to do so, she will need to harness a devastating ancient power, intertwined with her father's greatest secrets. But with the enemies closing in on all sides, nothing is as it seems. As she unravels her past and faces her future, Oriah finds herself forced to choose between the bloody reality of seizing power and the devastating love that could be her downfall.
Beautiful reading,
Amazingly
Kayla.
read.
Very well done. And Jamie.
All I saw was out the corner of my eye. You
I know, I saw you just laughing and I was like, I should stop. Because I was like sitting there and I'm like, it looks really awkward when I'm just sitting like with this shot and I'm just sitting here. So I was like being like interactive with it. And then I was like, oh, be dramatic. And Belle, you were doing it as well.
Yeah, but not as good as you. 100%
It's the theatre kid in me.
Oh my god, theatre.
Theatre.
You know what? This might go on a little bit of tantrum, but when
We can cut it out. All right.
Yeah,
Tangent warning for editing.
when you're like, when I do the 100%.
100%.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay, so
Y'all are going down the American train.
America. America.
Make America
Fuck yeah.
great again.
Yeah.
okay.
It's never good to begin with.
No, it wasn't.
It's okay, this is a tangent, it'll be cut out.
Okay.
All right, and we're back.
Back. Beautiful. So, guys, let's discuss this book. What are our thoughts? I just want to put out there that just the whole, how they ended the first book and brought it into this book, like that cliffhanger and then bringing it back. That got me.
It did flow smoothly. It wasn't like any time had passed. It just kind of continued.
Yes.
So it wasn't one of those chapter books where you kind of, book 1 is like, book 2 is like 2 months down the track and things are different now. It kind of just picked up at start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel like I agree with what you said. Like, no time passes. I do like how it flows. I just feel like there needs to be another book. I feel like they just rush into, like, the first book is spaced out so beautifully that the second book feels like a bit rushed. That, like, I kind of wish it was split up, if it means splitting it up differently, like, to make it into 2 books. But I feel like it was a bit rushed in the end
I think
one.
it was a little bit
but
longer
the time,
too.
I do like how the books did mesh together. I'm just sad my predictions were wrong. She wasn't pregnant. I really thought.
I mean, like, look, if she was pregnant, that would have added a hell of a lot more.
Well, that's what just the way they were leading up to it with stuff and talking about bloodlines. I don't know, just
Yeah, I
the
get
way
that.
But I see now what I was thinking, and it's like going more into her past, not into the future, which was it. Your headphones are on the wrong ear. I'm so sorry. I was looking at it. I'm so sorry. I was looking at it and I noticed.
It felt a little bit weird. I was like, okay, I'll just roll with
I was
it.
looking at it and I was like, I can't figure out what it is. And I was like, right. I was like, yeah, that's on my right side. Nope, that's not on your right side. Anyway, okay.
It's
So
fixed.
sorry. Yes, back to it. So, yes.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. But before we go more down into the book, let's talk about like the first part. So part 1, the grieving. Definitely, I feel like they could have allowed Araya more time to grieve. But when I say that, I wanted her to be more fierce in a way, because I wanted her, again, this is just my opinion, to like find Ray and hunt him down in a sense, because we know from the first book that she is a warrior, she's a fighter, she does revenge, she just hates. And with this, yes, her father has died, but I was just wanting more.
But she was also trapped.
Yeah, 100% she was trapped, but I don't know, like more plans on how to kill Rain. But
I do agree.
yeah.
Just like more sort of like.
But grief hits everyone differently.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't know how it's going to hit until it hits.
Like, I just feel like you really thought she was going to be more aggressive. And I think that's why it works. And it makes it seem more natural as well, because even she says she was shocked that she was taking it so hard and she was having a hard time with it. But if you think about it as well, like, this is her father. She's still so young. Her father, like, died. And not only did he died at the hands of someone who she trusted. Like, and there was no convincing him. It was just like he went straight for the throat. Like, you know, so I understand the grief, because it's not just grief, it's grief and betrayal. So I think that's what,
But
like, that's why she was so
everything she knows
shell-shocked.
has changes.
Yeah.
Her kingdom is being destroyed from itself.
Yeah.
In itself, you know, there's rebels, there's fighting, there's everything kind of happening that's happening. Her house is changing. You know, like her father's possessions are being going through.
Yeah.
They're changing the way it's looking to suit the new king now. It's just everything's changing, and I don't think she knows how to deal with it. She's always been one thought, one idea. She has to go this way.
Yeah.
And now she's like, where do I go?
I think it's also she has choice. Like, she doesn't realize, but she has choice. Like, she can control where she kind of has more thing. Like, when she, in the first, like, she was under Vincent's control, she could only do what he wanted her to do, and that whole thing, like, he sort of put her in a box and kept her there. Whereas here with Rain, like, he very much from the start was like, I'm not going to hold you, like, you're captive, but you're not, kind of, like, she just had more freedom. And I think as much as she was trapped, she had more freedom in a way of, like, feeling and stuff. And, like, she didn't have to, like, just be that same cookie cutter person for her father. She actually had the ability to be like, well, now he's gone, I can just kind of be whatever the fuck I want to be.
Yeah.
Like, I think that was also, like, that's also, like, the emotional turmoil of, like...
And then she's got the bloodstone, what's his name? The blood
prince of, like, another...
Yeah, he's in there too, and she doesn't know. So she knows what Rain's going to do. She knows most of it, but he's the one unknown.
Yeah, the bloodborne prince, Septimus?
Yeah, that's...
I kept reading it as septic tank.
Names.
Septic tank!
Yeah, because he was a piece of shit. I was like, septic tank. Sorry, piece of poo.
Septic tank.
If you
Yeah.
don't know what a septic tank is, it's where your poop goes.
Yep.
Yeah. But so when she was grieving, what did you think how Rain, like, was going about it?
He could...
Because when you think about it, yes,
he was
he's
trying
killed
to perceive a certain type of king.
Yeah.
He was trying to take control of something that is in chaos.
Oh, yeah.
So he was trying to deal with that, also work out who we can trust, who we can't trust, who's going to come for his throat, who's not going to come for his throat, trying to deal with the love and feelings that he's got for Araya, but giving her time to grieve because of what he's done.
I think he was definitely really good with, like, just giving her the space, and he was like, I'm just gonna let you do your own thing, I'm here. And, like, I like that he still had that, like, protective aspect of it, and he still tried to keep her wishes, like, with keeping the human district safe and stuff.
Yeah.
I do like that he kind of stuck to his word on doing that sort of stuff and trying to keep the humans safe. And because he knew that she wasn't in the position to do that, he strived to like almost keep her legacy or like, you know, keep that aspect of her alive.
Vigilante.
Yeah. So I do like how he just kind of was like, I'm gonna just let you sit in your room and cry. And like, as much as it broke his heart not to be able to do anything to help, he was like, it was a necessary evil. Like, it's something that had to be done. And I think eventually she does come to terms.
I think
with
what
it,
gave it
but
away,
it still sucks.
continuing with the flow, it's when she does get hold of that mirror or that glass bowl and realize she can contact her alliance and get them in, and that's when they do have that fight. And that's when she truly realizes she can't do it. She just physically can't do it. No matter if the sword is in his halfway working his way in his chest, she can't push the final blade in. She just couldn't do it.
Yeah, she finally like sort of accepts that she loves him and has the feelings. Yeah.
Whether she chooses to accept it or not.
Yeah.
She says like, oh, I can't do this.
Is it like one of those bittersweet moments, would you say? Because it's, you know, you want her to get that revenge, but at the same time, it's like, no, you
don't.
love him and you can't do that. It's like that battle in between. I'm like, oh, Lord.
Yeah, I feel like it was really good at portraying, like, putting you also in that struggle and that, like, battle of, like, which way do you want her to go? It's like, you know, obviously she's not going to kill him. But, like, you also don't know if you like that outcome or not. And you're like, you know, you're just you're there alongside her being like, fuck, what do we do? What do we want? Like, do we want him dead? Do we not want him dead? Do we hate him?
But I want to kill him. No, she can't kill him, but I'm going to kill him. But I don't want to kill him.
Yeah, it's like, I want him dead. Like, bastard.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, if he was here in real life, I'd be like, I can't wait
you would melt immediately. Just like, oh, you killed my father. Okay.
Oh, but you're so hot.
I forgive you.
I can think of a way you could make it up to me.
What is it? What's your wingspan? You don't understand that joke just yet, Jamie. You will.
And roses. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, see, I've had... Okay, I thought it was a different joke.
No. It's the same joke, but
the wingspan determines the size.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, but like that's with your arm span is called your wingspan.
No.
Never mind.
It's a height.
We're going to continue on.
Anyway, tangent.
We're continuing. And then, so in part 2, we do find... Well, no, we don't find. Someone does come back.
Oh, get out, Mish!
Our favourite!
She's just a bubble of freshness.
I love her. And I love that she kind of just pulls everyone's head out of their asses. Like, obviously, Araya's going through a lot. Obviously, Rain's going through a lot. But she's also kind of like, all right, you two gotta sort your shit. Like, she's kind of just, like, pulls them out of... And, like, she just has that right amount of, like, get yourself together, but also, like... I understand, mourn, be here for you, support you, but also like, yeah.
I'm your bodyguard.
Yeah.
I'm coming with.
Yeah, she's like, I'm not leaving you alone.
I'm your bodyguard, so I have to go everywhere you go.
I would love to have Mish as my bodyguard. She just sounds like so much fun.
I know, right? Just be like a party.
Yeah.
Okay, amazing. So, we're going to talk about the cousin.
Fuck, she's crazy. The most I was like, oh, there's this crazy white guy leading them into the castle. Yeah, this little dude's okay.
God, that was like creepy as all fuck. Like, and it made sense eventually why it was all kids was because that was the age she was, kind of thing. But like,
no, that's the age her mind was from the trauma that she.
Yeah,
faced.
sorry, that's what I was like. But like, yeah, bonkers.
She's crazy. Let's just say, yeah, she's.
Crazy. Wild. But to be fair, also completely understandable to a degree. Like, because she's been in this state of isolation. Her mind is like stuck at that like young age, and she thought she was going to be the one to take over from Vincent, and then to find out in her mind his illegitimate child got the air mark and was the reason that she like isn't in like I do sort of understand, like, she's actual family. She had to suffer through him killing her entire family.
And stabbed herself.
Yeah, and like he tried to kill her and just unsuccessful, and she thought it was for a reason, and like that whole thing, and then to just have it like completely torn away from you. Like I understand, and then like the isolation does make you go fucking crazy.
Yeah, but turning all those kids.
Yeah.
She was
Well, but
lonely.
but
I
also
understand the loneliness. I do understand that, but why kids?
well, because she mentally would be in that age group, so she would want people that would stuck in that same position. Because like if you like, so a lot of people when they like trauma, you get stuck. Like you can get stuck in an age, and then so they surround themselves with people that are that age. So it is like a kind of, I think it's a common trauma response, something like that. To do sort of stuff like that, like you get stuck in an age, so you want those like people like that around. But also it could just be because she said she wasn't much of a fighter type thing. They're easier to turn, they're easier to attack, and like she would have just wanted. She was lonely. She just wanted company,
And
but she
also
knew the small
young,
humans. Yeah,
They were one
But
of
she
the
had to go and hunt them down. They were all blonde.
Yeah, but I'm just going to say, like, the reason why I think she would also pick young people would be because they need an adult, like someone to look up to, someone they go to.
and
for
she knew that they would
guidance.
never take over her. Like they would
No,
never
they'll
sort
never
of.
control her.
Yeah. Was she blonde as well? I couldn't remember.
I can't remember.
Because I think it was because Vincent was blonde. I think that was why she chose the blonde people,
Yeah.
was to.
Also, I can't remember this either. But did Vincent realize that she was alive? Because
Yes, she was sending letters to him. She did say that she was sending letters, but she never got a response. So you finally responding to
So he would have known she was alive, but I
So
think he
why
just
did
didn't
he
see
not-
her as a threat.
Yeah, true.
Because he was already sort of grooming Araya for that sort of role, and then he didn't see her as a threat, and then obviously was not seeing Araya as a threat.
Yeah.
So I think that's why he just never acknowledged it.
But it was kind of weird that she drank the blood and she didn't actually like vomit from it or anything. Like that was, I think, the first sign. Well, obviously she's half vampire. Remember when she got the laced wine from her cousin, Araya?
With the
Oh,
blood.
right. Sorry, I thought we were talking about the cousin.
Yeah, no, well, the cousin
yeah.
gave it to her. I was like, ooh, so what type of vampire things is she going to get? Because she obviously knows she
Yeah.
can fight. She can heal faster than
Yeah.
a human. But, like, what's going to aspect? And that's what I did love about when she got her wings. I was like, yes! After,
Yes.
I was like, yes.
I was really, when she got her wings, I was like, because like when they were talking about the flying, I was like, fuck, it would be sick if she could fly. Like I was like, I feel like out of everything, like if she was able to fly, like it would make her so powerful. And then when she realized and she got them, I was like, that's so cool.
Yeah. I was like, yes, she's had her moment.
Yeah.
She fell.
Yeah.
She fell off that tower and survived.
Caught herself.
But didn't
Strong, independent queen.
because didn't we think that she was kind of a vampire in the first book because she tasted Rain's blood
Yeah.
and even she was like,
she was
describing the
surprised that she
tasting.
liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it's different because she had human blood in that wine.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that was the difference in the aspect because obviously
Yeah.
they do drink vampire blood to turn them or help them heal, but like actually not minding the taste. It's not actually disturbing her stomach.
Yeah, I think that was the difference was when it was human blood. Because when it was Rain's, she did say that the vampire blood was like because there's a toxin or something in the blood. Oh no, that was in the
That
fangs.
was in the fangs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I thought vampire blood would be slightly different, obviously.
Yeah, because they do talk about it being an like aphrodisiac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but that was, and then led to the tower, because they're hunting for the god blood.
Yes. I did not see the god blood coming. Did not see that coming at all.
I thought that was a little bit weird. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, but I think they had to put something in for like, because why would the or the House of Blood want to be back? I know obviously they've been disgraced and they want, but he wasn't chasing that. He wasn't chasing to get let back in. So
I do like that Septimus had an ulterior motive. Like he wasn't actually he wasn't really caring about being in power or anything. Well, he was, but he was
wanted
willing to do the dodgy for it.
power. He didn't want reign.
Yeah.
He wanted the actual power.
Yeah.
And that was for him in the moment trying to find all the gods' leftover body parts.
Bloody septic tank.
We're still in part 3. Like,
There was a lot that happened.
yeah.
The scene with the wings where he like
sexual
is like
tension.
and like he's like rubbing her wings and stuff.
After she got absolutely brutalized by her cousin.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she's just been absolutely destroyed, and then he's just like giving her like teaching her how to like recover with the like wings and stuff. I was like.
Like, damn.
I was like, damn, all of a sudden I want wings. Like, I mean, wings would be fucking cool anyway. I also like that they explain that they get magicked away. That's why they wear it with clothes. And that's why, like, their clothes don't have to be wing friendly or something like that. Because I feel like that's never explained. Yeah, I feel like it's, like, never explained that, like, like, with some things, like, it's just, like, it's like, how does it work with clothes? Or like some of them where it's like it rips through clothes, but then it's like, how are you not going through so much more clothes?
Yeah, how are you not standing there butt naked?
Literally. And it's like if it's ripped and like, or like wearing backless things all the time, which like just logistically is a nightmare sometimes. Yeah. So it's like, I like that they explained that it was
10 degrees, just got a backless
Like I like that they explained that it's like, oh, it's magicked away, so that's why it kind of like can go through clothes, or like at least it gives you that like reasoning around it. But yeah, that scene where they're like, he's like fondling her wings, I was like, apparently I want wings now.
Fondling
the wings. Yeah, I don't know how else to say it.
No,
fondling the wings.
I think
giving it massaging.
Who walks in on? Doesn't someone walk in on that? Doesn't Mish walk in or something?
No, I think she.
No, I
or
think
did she just snap out? Did she just snap out of it?
Yeah, I think she snaps out of it.
Okay, I thought someone interrupted.
I think it was more like Vincent's. You know how she always has.
Yes,
so now that you've brought that, I do want to talk about Vincent and Aurea, like how we're getting to know Vincent. Like even though he's not alive in the book, but you still get to see him,
like how she's having those
is.
like visions whenever she gets something.
I will say that Vincent and Aurea's relationship was more meaningful and deeper than Aurea and Rain's relationship in the book, because I felt like I was just more connected with Vincent and like how, like why was he who he was, and also the fighting inside of Aurea going, well, she's got two minds. She's got her well-trained, brought up a certain way by Vincent, but then she's also got Rain has allowed her to be her. Yeah. So I think the Vincent part of her is her subconscious going, no, you're supposed to do it this way because you've had so much of it thrown at you. You've been, manipulated to be a certain way. Isn't it nuts? Because I think it might just be a me thing that I saw. When she talks about Vincent to herself, she'll say Vincent. But when with other people, she'll say my father.
I noticed that as well, because I think in her head she's got the two. She's got her father Vincent and then Vincent the King. But she does kind of explain it. It's like when it's the same like, when you're bullying your siblings, it's like you can bully your siblings, but if anyone else does it, like no, it's not on kind of thing. Like I think it's that whole thing, like, when she's thinking about it, she's like, Vincent, this dude, like he took me in, like she's having this inner monologue and then she's fighting, but then someone else defends it and it's like, hey, that's my father. Like that's my dad you're talking about. Like that's the man that raised me. Like just, to just try and be like, just be aware of what the fuck you're saying in front of me.
But yeah, no, because I found it as a normal parent and child relationship that most people may have. They're struggling with, wanting to connect with their parents, but their parent is like, no, you need to do this. They've had this strained relationship, but all she wants to do is make him proud.
Yeah.
But I also think she's having to relive these things because they're trying to find artifacts that he's hidden. Like they're trying to find the god blood. They're trying to reconnecting with the sword. Like all these things. That sword was his. She never touched that once until it kind of got thrust upon her and she had to kill her cousin. But like it's kind of a fact that she's having to relive these things that she's seeing every day and she's having to fight. Yeah. That it's kind of bringing back memories in a sense. And that's what's, I think it'll be hard. You can't just close it down, and she doesn't want to feel it, so she's trying to shut it down. Yeah. But then she keeps getting reminded. And it's just I think it's just an eternal struggle.
Yeah, I think the relationship, I like how different they are, because sometimes like they just make the way that people bond exactly the same, so I do like that there is drastic differences.
And she did have a dependency on Vincent.
Exactly. Yeah.
Part 4, Rain left to go back to the city.
And that's when Mish came and helped because she obviously still was healing from her wings being torn apart. Not torn apart, but brutally damaged.
Mutilated like a minute after she got them.
Yeah.
That would be, so horrible. But, and then she was also trying to, figure out her powers.
Yeah.
Try and get control of that. Her powers and pain, because they were always linked. Whenever she'd get control of her powers when she was thinking of the pain that caused by Vincent.
Yeah.
Or around his death. So I think that moment was perfect in the sense that she got to half process her feelings, but also kind of control her powers, attempt to control her powers.
Yeah, poor thing.
Wait, why didn't Brain leave again?
He had to go back to the city because the war was raging between his nobles.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because then from there, when Aurea gets back, that's when they decide to have a wedding.
Yeah.
Yes, and that goes so well.
Swimmingly well.
So amazing.
It's like, yes, wedding. Let's go and kill the king. Doesn't that just scream wedding?
Oh, yeah. You should know. You're planning a wedding.
Yeah,
What do you mean? Are you not planning on having a murder at your wedding?
Oh, guys, just trying to figure out who. Rain gets poisoned by...
Carriers?
Carriers? And then, because he's got to deal with the blood pack, the House of Blood, to try and take control. So he gets poisoned by the blood and then gets cut off into Meet the Sun. And then she's figuring out because the House of Blood guy, the sepsis tank, comes up to him and says that, I put my bet on someone else, and that's when she starts to click.
That's right, yeah.
And then she saves him again.
She just, that was honestly one of my
Just
favorite
let me
scenes
be.
where she just goes, heck, she's like, I didn't think I just ran, like when she got free, about how she goes to save him, she's like, I didn't think I just went. And I think then she was like, there was more feelings. She was like, I don't know why I did this. This was a really fucking dumb decision. Like, this was a really dumb decision. Like, why? And so I think that was sort of another time where she was like realizing, okay, there's feelings, there's more underneath this. And she was like, nah, the feelings are too complicated. I don't want to think about it. I just saved him. I got it. Doesn't matter. Let's not think.
And let's have sex.
Yeah. Yeah, on the brink.
We all?
On the brink of death. Well, they say fear is actually a good aphrodisiac, but like on the brink of death, like he's there gushing blood when they get back to his little
Apartment.
thing in the slums.
Yeah.
And
Yes, the apartment.
yeah.
And then just jumps right into it. Pew, pew, pew. Let's drink each other's blood. Yeah.
What a fun time.
Like, all I'm imagining is how painful that would be. Because she's got her own cuts and bruises. Like, she's not exactly 100%. She just went into a battle and realised she's injured. And then he's, like, obviously injured.
Like injured.
Like, brinking death. And then they're just like, yeah, let's fuck.
I mean,
Yeah, why
look.
not?
Yeah.
If you think you're about to die or you just had, a life-changing event, might
mean,
as well
if you're-
celebrate.
You've still got the adrenaline pumping. May as well ride it
How
out.
much blood did she drink? Like, when she drank from the neck, it's like she just keeps drinking and drinking. How much blood would he have left? Like, why didn't he
Yeah,
pass out
true.
his blood?
How does he not pass out?
And then she
He was
We
drinking
don't know
her
either.
blood as well, though.
afterwards. She drank a lot of his blood first, and
Oh.
then he drank hers.
Oh, I thought he drank hers and then she drank his and then he went back to drinking hers. Right, okay.
And then she drank,
Look, we're just sharing. Sharing is
Sharing is caring.
And especially in those
I hope they got
intimate
tested.
times.
I think it's just my
probably should.
logical brain is just like, how?
I do have to admit that did keep taking me out of it, being like, this man is like, and then when she would also mention to be like, oh, he's covered in bruises and cuts and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, like I understand it was like painful, and I understand you want to get some, but like, how does that not just logistically, how?
So from the intimate part,
Then things get real heated. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Everything happens all in a matter of a few chapters, but because then afterwards they're kind of just, they're doing everything.
They then sneak back in to save everyone.
To go and save Mish and...
Yeah, and then that was when Araya found out that Mish wasn't in the dungeon. Rain found out she wasn't in the dungeon, but she went up to her room and saw, Araya went up and saw Mish in her room and was like, oh, what the fuck? Why is Mish here? Couldn't find the necklace. They must have found it. And then they run into the prince. And then Mish goes beast mode.
Yeah. All right.
I've had a mental blank so Mish has been captured.
Yeah, Mish
got locked up in the room.
Yeah, she was a offering to the prince
of
Shadow?
mental people. Yeah, Shadow.
Yeah,
Shadow.
Yeah, because he was the one that changed her.
Yeah. And she was like, I didn't think I would remember him, but she did.
Yeah.
And she made her presence known.
Yes, she did. So from there, we then go to...
She goes to Jessamine and they start planning for war.
Yes.
Yeah, they go into the tunnels and then we have hot tub sex.
Oh, yes, hot tub sex.
That was a fun time.
Very poor. The stones would have been painful.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Maybe it's like, what's that, like
pain.
pressure,
Yeah.
the acupuncture or something.
So Mish decided to go kapow on the Princess Shadow.
That was just so good. And like just the gold dress just getting
Like smattered in blood.
Yeah. I just love Araya was also like caught off guard because normally she's the
like,
one that's like
"What?"
first in the fight and then all of a sudden she's just sitting there and she's just like, what the fuck? And then
What
like
is happening?
yeah, and then like Mish looks up at her with like the eyes and she just like didn't need to say anything. Like the fact that they just had that like unspoken bond and like that understanding.
I think in that moment she also realised, because she knew from the wedding that there was something between them but wasn't sure what. And the way she reacted, it was either like a lover scorned or something else. And in this case, it was something else.
Yeah.
In this case.
So from, we've killed a prince now. We've got a lot of fighting happen.
They had to swim back through shit to get out, and then they had to fly ages to the...
It's like a week or something.
Yeah, so that was when they flew to the tunnel, and then they went to the tunnels
sex.
to meet Jasmine.
Hot pool sex.
Hot pool sex.
Hot pool sex.
Yeah, I think
Splish splash.
kind of from this point onwards, it gets quite fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really just jumps up in pace. And this is where I think it would have just benefited from being split over either three smaller books. Or like, honestly, like I feel like...
They could have ended it after the first battle.
Yeah.
So the battle where they go and figure out, oh my God, Simon's like this crazy killer with this golden teeth pendant shoved in his skin. Like, holy shit. And then they retreat. That point, you could have stopped.
Yeah. From there, I think it would have been a new start or an ending, but a new start to a new book. Because now, like, how do they get the gold, the teeth, the god's blood? Like, how did that happen? And why do we need that? Like, all these questions that could have been answered. And, they could have gone on a quest to, find something to battle that.
But also, I understand why the pace is quickened because obviously, like, shit has now hit the fan.
Yeah.
And in real life, in a situation like that, like, it did take place over a very short amount of time. So I do understand quickening the pace in the book. Like,
well, they're on a hunt.
as
They're on a race.
Yeah, and as much as like it would have been amazing to have it as another book, I do understand, and they she did do it well to make it rushed.
Yeah.
And to make to give you, because it also gave you that sense of like haste and like, holy shit, they have to find this stuff really quickly. Like there's a lot riding on it and like they've got a very short amount of time.
What is he going to do if they don't get the blood first?
Yeah. I kind of had a feeling that like only Araya would be able to get it, but I really thought that she would get into like when she was like, when they did find the god blood, I really thought that there was going to be something more to it. Like I thought that she was going to get stopped halfway, or like there was going to be some trap set somehow.
Yeah.
Or what I was thinking that is the House of Blood, he would get a hold of a great amount of her blood and he would get in that way. Ooh. So I thought that was a possibility that, it was her blood they were reacting to. Maybe if because he just manipulated Simon the way he did.
Yeah.
What if he got enough of her blood and manipulated someone and for them to kind of break the spell?
Yeah, or even if she had, or even if he got say, all of her blood, but she still survived, he would be like two, not heirs, heirs of a throne. Does that make sense? Like, because he would have both bloods of heirs.
Yeah.
So he would be like a mighty.
I thought they explained that he had to keep her alive because it had to be like her fresh blood. Like I think that was explained.
Yeah.
Was it had to be fresh blood because he said that to her that he wasn't gonna kill, like he couldn't kill her.
I just thought he would have more of a point of view and regain the god's blood.
Yeah,
like not necessarily maybe controlling her to get it and to hand it over.
Yeah,
like something. I thought he'd have more control, but he kind of just backpedaled and he kind of just disappeared.
I think it's like once she got it, it's like almost like he was like, fuck.
No, but even before that final battle that they had, where she got it, while Rain was fighting Simon, he backpedaled then. He was he was already gone.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you kind of saw Simon the first time, he was laughing. After that, you didn't really see him. He kind of just went into the background. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna step out for a second.
Like the Homer Simpson.
Yeah, the Homer Simpson. That's what I was
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Going back into the tree. Like it's just he disappeared.
What did you guys think of the battle? Like with everything going on.
Well, they were kind of on the downfall. They were the ones that were the losing side.
Yeah.
But then she had to come in at that time because everyone would be dead. If she didn't come out of the cave at that specific time, they wouldn't.
Yeah. No, 100%. Yeah.
They wouldn't. And her calling the god stopped everyone.
Yes.
And that kind of made everyone like, what the fuck's happening here?
Yeah, because now that a god is there.
Yeah, the goddess is just there above everyone.
The goddess isn't watching anymore. She's part of it.
Yeah. And of course that would make you stop going like, oh shit, are we on the same side or are we not on the same side? If we're not on the same side, we should get onto the same side.
We should get the fuck away from her.
And then on that time, the House of Blood's probably like, fuck, backpedal.
Yeah.
Ran that way.
Beep, beep.
Yeah. Now, why is the goddess there?
So obviously
Nyaxia,
she
she's a
finds the
bitch.
blood. Yeah. She's a lover scorned that has taken it to the next level.
It's been 2,000 years, girl. Go to therapy.
Yeah, but
Get
you can
over
say
it
the
by
same
now.
for other gods. Okay, that's off topic.
Yep.
But it's Well, she's there because Rain obviously got severely injured.
Yes.
He's on death's door and she doesn't want him to die.
Again.
Yes.
Fucking hell.
It's like the same ending now.
Literally.
He's dying. Okay, no, sorry. He's dying this time. He's not dead.
True. Yeah, he's not completely gone yet.
But yeah, she won't help. Yeah. No surprising.
To be fair, I completely understand that though, because she's like, I helped you once before. Look how that went for you.
Yeah.
I told you a dead lover can't break your heart and you didn't listen. Look what happened. And now you're asking for it again. Like, I understand where she's coming from being like, no. But then she's like, but I won't be the god to grant that for you. So then, of course, Araya's like,
Mother's god.
all right, mummy, coming into it. Other god that I don't want to butcher the name of.
Yeah.
Help. And then.
Do you know what we haven't talked about is actually Araya's mother?
Yeah, true. We didn't mention that.
So sorry, guys. We're just going to backpedal.
Just scooch it back a second.
So,
Yes.
yeah, so Mum is a sorcerer. Oh, a seer.
See ya, yeah.
Seer.
Yeah.
And follows the god of lost souls, I think it is. Misfortune. Yeah, something like that. And yeah, so she's a seer. And then her auntie is a healer.
Yes. Now, we also have to explain how we got there. Like, how did Araya find the mother? Pretty much, oh God, we're just going to be backpedaling.
Yeah, we kind of missed a bit. So before they fuck, when they're in the apartment, he gives her a gift. This is what leads to her being like, wow, you care about me. I love you. Give me your poo-poo. I went straight pow. So he gave her. They went back to the apartment. He gave her a gift, and the gift was a portrait of her mother that Vincent had drawn, and letters to her mother from the auntie.
No, they're the
letters.
other way.
Letters to the. Either way, we find out that she's got an auntie, and we find out a little bit about the mother.
And then at the battle where they retreat, he was too badly wounded to take her. she was too badly wounded to be taken too far.
Yeah.
So she does end up going to Alea, who is a healer, who also happens to then be, I probably said her name wrong. It's also then a healer and is also her aunt.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's when she gets more connections and, she finds out that her mum
There's more
was
pieces
a
filled.
seer and Vincent was also looking for one to try and find the god's blood, and they end up, falling in love.
Yeah.
She falls in love with him and then he kind of does, but he kind of doesn't. Traditional Vincent.
Yeah, in very Vincent fashion. And then he sacrifices that love to get what he wants.
Yeah, to lock up the god's blood. But,
Yeah.
So he sacrifices memory of his,
Yeah.
And then she's pregnant and then obviously has Araya and then...
That's how book 1 kind of starts,
Yeah.
He was looking for Araya's mother and then instead found her.
Araya, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm always saying her name wrong.
I feel like it's got like a little bit of a Japanese
Like, is
inspired.
it Araya or Araya?
I say Araya
I say Araya.
because it's Oray. I don't know. For me, it's kind of I read it like it's a Japanese
Yeah.
influence, but that's just personally.
Yeah, look,
That's
everyone.
fair. I just
it's
say
over time.
Araya because it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, look, it is what it is.
Because the other ones, because it's like Alia and then Alana. So it's like they just kind of,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just
all
say it however you read it, it's open to interpretation.
Oh,
I
no,
think.
100%. Okay, so now that we've talked about the
Now that
mother-
we've called back up.
We're gonna
alright,
get
yes.
back to
So
it.
the
Go.
god the mum follows is the one that comes down
Yes.
and ends up helping her
Yeah.
after much of her like, do you really want this?
Yeah, the guy.
You do realize my cousin's right, but
Yeah. She's like, but hey, your mum was a loyal follower. I respect the offspring and therefore respect you. So I will help you. But you realize you realize the deed you're signing. You realize you're gonna get probably not happy. Make the other goddess not happy.
Yeah.
and you will get karma one day,
Yes.
which we never find
Yep.
out.
No. Who knows? We might do in the spin-off series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
right.
Rain and Araya's story has ended with these
Yeah.
2 books, but the author has said that there are more books to come in that realm.
I really hope we get a spin-off of Mish.
I
I
hope
can't
she
speak.
finds
Mish's
love.
adventure. I just want to see what she gets up to. Like, because I think that's where they're kind of leading it though. Because she's like in the second last
lost
chapter,
soul.
she's like, "I'm not made to stay still. I'm not made to be in the one place." Like
She has
after everything's sort of settled down and they're back in the castle. Yeah, she's like, I need to go. Like, I can't be in the same place. So I hope that the books follow her stories.
She
'cause
finds a lost soul that's similar minded to her, and they reconnect. But
I feel like it'll be her going on a mission to refine her God.
it's like a peace, love, pray situation. Like, I think she needs to go. She needs to eat. She needs to, live life a bit to find herself again, because
Yeah.
she can't connect to her God the same way now, because obviously she is a
Yeah.
night walker. So she's lost that connection. So now she's got to find her connection again.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think that's where that eat, pray, love
Yeah.
Yeah.
coming on.
Yeah, I think that's where that's where the story ends.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
kind of
When
wrapped up in
Rain's-
a.
yeah.
We can at least pretend it's wrapped up in an ice boat. We don't need to know.
So we still don't know where Septic Tank is. Okay.
yeah,
let's be real.
septic tank. We don't care about him. He's out of sight, out of mind. They're back in the castle, living happily ever after, raising their little kingdom. We don't need to worry about what's happening with the goddess when she decides to give them their comeuppance. She accepted the gift in the.
Oh yeah, in the end.
In the end, she did accept the gift, and then
Yeah.
we'll see what happens after that.
Yeah.
Hopefully we hear from Mish because I love her.
I love her. She's such a lovely
so
ball of
cute.
light. And I feel for her. She's just like that one person you just want to give a giant hug and be like, "It's okay.
Yes.
Return to your
Just
bubbly
like a
self."
human sunshine, yeah.
Human sunshine, I love that. You get me, guys. Jeez.
I want Mish.
True. Oh!
And this will be the last time you see Kayla.
And Kayla will not be in the next episode because she's been fired.
Haha. I don't pay her anyway. So yeah, guys, I think we'll end it there.
Fabulous.
Yeah, but our next book will be A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas.
One of my
I'm actually so
favourite
excited you guys
authors.
Yes.
have hyped this up so much.
Oh, we love this book series so much. And so the reason why we're starting it there and we didn't start A Court of Thorns and Roses at the very beginning as the first book because I made sure with all my math and all yada, yada, yada. So we read Court of Thorns and Roses and then we go to Crescent City. And from there on, we finish a week after the third book of that series comes out.
Amazing.
So then we have a bit of time to read it and
100% you need to read part of her series before you go into Crescent City, because it's all, you need to know her structure, and it's all kind of,
it's interweaved
a little bit.
Yeah.
Like it's, you need to know.
Yeah.
You need to know what's happening.
Yeah.
And learn her style, because her style is full of shocking twists.
It is. She's a great writer.
Oh, God.
So yeah, we'll end it there. I hope you guys liked our podcast. Please leave a comment. Tell us what you think your opinions were of the book and what you guys think we should read next time. So I'm Bella. This is
Kayla.
Jamie.
And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Books that make us blush.